This is the branding that MetaDesign did, and this is a work done by a Mexican studio 2 years ago. Hey guys, what's up? This week we've had a lot of talk about design in the media in Israel, which is cool. The thing is that one of Israel's biggest telecom companies, they're called Partner, went for a total rebrand, and the first issue was that they chose not to go with a design firm in Israel, but to give the work to MetaDesign, which is like a really big international studio. It was formed by Eric Spickerman, and it's a really good studio. And so first there was criticism around that, but then it turned out that the logo they did for Partner looks very much like another work they did for the New York Philharmonic, which is like kind of doing the same idea twice by the same studio. I don't know, it looks weird and people were talking about that, but in the last few days something really, I don't know if to say weird happened, but check this out. This is the branding that MetaDesign did, and this is a work done by a Mexican studio 2 years ago. Same color palette, same pattern thingy, same rectangular thingy. Is this a coincidence? I don't know, and it sure doesn't look like a coincidence. So did they completely ripped off another branding idea? Now look, I'll be the first one to admit that everyone takes inspiration, and I'm using a lot of other people's idea. In this vlog, I take a lot of ideas from, I don't know, Casey Neistat and a lot of other vloggers I like. And in my design work, I've been talking about that, in UX, you always use design patterns and idea that were developed by other people. But kind of like in branding, and when you see a visual that looks so similar, there's something that really, I don't know, it feels really awkward. And the thing is that MetaDesign they look like a great company. So I'd love to hear what they have to say about this, because I'm sure there is some kind of an explanation. And I don't know, if they say they've never seen this work, then it's really, really weird that there are so many, choices that look so similar. But I'd love to hear about it from them. If you can, I don't know, hashtag, tag them on Twitter or something. I'd love to make them a part of the conversation and, see what they have to say about this, because, it does hurt us designers when, clients think that we still work and that we're not doing original work. And this has come again and again lately because the internet makes everything transparent. So you can't really, completely rip off other people's idea, because it will show up eventually and the company gets hurt. So that's really interesting. Anyway, back to my normal day. I'm working on a new product today. I'm going for a lunch break right now, but I'll share my design process with you when I'm back. Arrived to the Tel Aviv port to meet my friend Nimrod to eat lunch with him. He works at Weeks, who owns kind of like half of the buildings in the port here. They actually have really nice offices. Maybe I'll take you in one day. So I told you we've been working or started to work on a new product, and I want to share with you my thinking and my design process around that. So what we're trying to do is solve some of the pains that a designer has when working with clients. And on the last week, I've shared with you on the blog, I've been interviewing designers about their work process and pains. And the point that we're going to start from is the proposals, because we see that a lot of people struggle with that. It takes a lot of time to think about, what to write and how to price your projects. And I really think that with the, because that's what we teach in the new school, we have a lot of, value that we can bring into a tool that helps you really quickly build a great proposal. So I've been doing interviews last week. Today I've been doing some research, seeing what other tools already exist in the market and how they try to solve this issue. And it really helped me to kind of define my thinking around what's different about what we're trying to do. And I think it's really around kind of 3 points. So the first one is that most of the tools I saw are around the design a beautiful proposal for the web or something like that. And as I told you, I think that the core value is about helping with the content of the proposal, because that's what really takes you a lot of time. The second thing I think about is that all of the tools feel like tools, and I think there is kind of a feeling of being fed up with new tools because we use so many tools, and you don't want to learn another interface. And so I'm going to try to use a different approach, something a bit more human or chat-like. Kind of want to help you feel like you're working on this proposal with a colleague rather than using a tool. So that's the second thing. And the third one is, it's kind of connected to the first one. It's kind of a marketing thing. I don't think that the value proposition that other tools offer is really what speaks to at least designers. It's not about making more money or I don't know what, closing more sales. These are not, sentences I think the designers are saying to themselves. So we're gonna try to speak differently, and that's a different value, because we're gonna speak about helping you create better proposals, personal, saving you time so you can focus on the work that you love. So I think those are kind of 3 insights that I got today from the research. Tomorrow I'll start actually doing design work. I've been thinking today about the flow and what are the key features will we be doing for our MVP, our minimum viable product. That's our first version. And tomorrow I'll actually start the design process. So I hope I'll see you tomorrow to share with you how I'm working and progressing on this product. See you guys.